Okay, this is your weather extra for Pocono Weather 360 slash Weather Outlook. We're going to look at where this cold air is going and what's going on. This was your um, Strathwarm going on back in January. And it was like a 3 week period there. And then you could see we had the cold air um, after this thing collapsed in. So that's the first piece of the puzzle that we've already had. So this appears eventually going to split. Now, this is where we're going to transition in after the 10th of February all the way into mid-March. This is your pattern. And if this looks familiar, yeah, it's what we had when it was very cold back in January and people were getting snow, especially the I-95. So again, this is your 500 millibar heights and anomalies, and this is kind of where we're at. And everything's going to come in under. Cold air is going to be dropping down into a trough, kind of setting things up for fun and games. Now, like I said, analogs are a big deal when you're trying to predict far out. And this is an analog that was from February 10th through March 10th, 2010. And it's pretty similar if you look at the previous map I showed you, pretty similar. And it was cold and we had snow. So um, you kind of look at these things and see if you can find some correlation. Here's a period between February 10th and March 10th in 1978. And again, pretty close. So you look at those years to see what the weather was like, and then you kind of go from there on what you think the weather's going to be. And so that's why not just me, but almost every person that's got any knowledge out there is predicting and forecasting that towards the middle of February we go into this 30-day period where it's colder, below normal, and we have options and possibilities for storms and snow. And like I said, I'm thinking there's one whopper going to come up the coast, and that's where I'm at. My idea for the Valentine's snow is still on the table. Models are now showing it once in a while, and then the next model, next time it runs, it goes away. So I'm just going to keep an eye on it and see if that works out. But that's right around the time period when the cold air starts to come in, and there's got to be, and I always say this, there's got to be some kind of a major nor'easter, whether it's rain or whatever. But I think the first one that's going to come through is going to be a rain to snow event, and that's going to be the guidance that's going to bring in the cold air. I think what will happen is you'll be warm ahead of it or above normal ahead of it, and then a low will come up and it'll rain, and then as it goes by, the cold air sweeps in behind it, changes it over to snow, whether it's an elevation snow or not, too far away to know, but that's usually the guidance. And then what happens is that goes away, the pattern drops down from Canada, and the northeastern and the mid-Atlantic area of the United States gets cold. All right, that was your weather extra. Take it easy.